Hello, hello. Can you all hear me? I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Thank you very much for joining today's stream. It was a little bit last minute, was this stream? Well, not last minute, because I would have been doing a study stream anyway. But I thought, why not, instead of doing a study stream, we change it and we do a stream to celebrate 300,000 subscribers. I have so many things breaking around me. How is everyone doing? I hope you're all well. I thought what I would do for this, just because I basically had nothing to plan, like I didn't want anything to plan. I've been literally editing all day. It's been such a long day and I'm so tired. Who knew that editing could be so tiring? How is everyone? What we're gonna do is I'm gonna change my lights a bit. It's like that's too bright and that's not bright enough. I think this one's better. We're gonna do an Ask Me Anything. So feel free to put your questions in the chat. Keep them appropriate. Because of course I don't want anything too personal to come up. Let's see. Has anyone asked any questions so far? So far the questions have been somewhat inappropriate. Will you marry me? No. I get so many questions like, will you marry me? And I sometimes wonder what goes on through that person's head. Like, are they being serious? Emma, please stop singing because this is our party. I cannot sing. I cannot sing. So many people say, Emma, you have such a nice voice. You must be so good at singing. But I'm really not. I'm not good at all. I was very keen to meet you. You're beautiful, charming, spontaneous, gorgeous, fantastic. Wow, so many adjectives, Mohammed. Thank you very much. Thank you. How was your day? Thank you, Flora. That's a nice question. Busy. A very busy day today. I woke up and started doing some editing for this Friday's video, but the video needs to be ready for tomorrow because it needs to be checked by the company first because it's a sponsored video, and I need their approval before I can just post it. So it needs to be ready for tomorrow. And yeah, and I had one lesson today, which was good. That went well. And then it was back to doing more editing. So it's been a busy day, and here I am. How old are you? What's your birthday? So I was born on the 5th of July, and I'm 30 years old. I'm 30 years old. Could you please say some sentences in a Yorkshire accent? Sure, tell me what you want me to say. Actually, I was just editing this video, and it's about 50 idioms in English, like 50 common British idioms. And 2 of the idioms at the end of the video are Yorkshire idioms. So one of them is put wood in all, which means to put the wood in the hole, put wood in all. You'll have to watch the video to find out what it means, but just be aware that that will be there. So put wood in all. God, it's freezing in here. Put wood in all. Do you have any siblings? I have 2 brothers. I am the eldest. So yes, I have 2 younger brothers. And they're only a few years younger than me. So we're not too far apart. Congratulations. Thank you. Are you Cancer? So are you Cancerian is a better way to say it. Or are you a Cancer? I am. I want you to have 1 million subs. Me too. Actually, the thought of that scares me. maybe not anytime soon. Maybe in the next few years. Can I speak Urdu? I can't. No. I don't know a single word of Urdu. Hola, Emma, ¿cómo estás? Estoy bien. Gracias. I'm good, thank you. I love the UK accent. Nice, then you're in the right place. What are your next projects? Ooh, another good question, Flora. Thank you. My next projects. So what I would like to do in 2023 is focus more on YouTube. So this year has been about working less. I've been trying to work a lot less this year, and I actually took quite a few months off just because I was so burnt out. And then I started again back in June. So I started with lessons and went back into YouTube properly and things in June. And then, I've just been coasting along for now and trying to get used to living in Spain, because I now live in Spain. I don't live in England anymore. So I've been trying to get used to my new life here, which has been a big change. I'll never believe you're 30. Well, you better believe it, because it's the truth. If I were to lie, I would tell you a younger age. Like, oh, I'm 24, you know. And now I'm 30. The key is a very good skin routine, I think. Because I live a very, very stressful life. So it's nothing to do with stress, that's for sure. But yeah, 2023, I'd like to start doing more group lessons because people have been asking for those. I'd like to be more consistent with YouTube, and I would like to do more with YouTube as well. And I'd like to be more consistent with my podcast. And I was also thinking as well, I really don't know if I'll have the time for this, but I would love to start a blog on my website, and then I can put my videos on my blog and kind of summarize what I talk about on there and things like that. And I'd love to start a monthly newsletter, because I have a mailing list, but I never send things because I just don't have the time. So I would like to be more active with that, but this year has just been about kind of relaxing a bit more, because I've been going full speed for so long and I needed some time out. Congratulations on reaching 300k. Thank you so much. I love your podcast. I laugh a lot and I love your laughs. I think there's an error with an episode numbers. Probably. Honestly, there probably is. I need to go check it. Don't worry. I'm really not like the biggest podcaster. I just do it to rant and complain about things. What part of England are you from, and how long is it since you moved to Spain? So I'm from England, of course. I'm from Yorkshire, which is in the north of England. And I'm from a city called York. And I moved to Spain in April. So I've been here like 6 or 7 months now. And time has gone so fast. What's my WhatsApp number? Oh, I'm not going to put my WhatsApp number out for the general public. Can you imagine if I put my WhatsApp number out online? I would get the weirdest messages. People messaging me at like every hour. Like 3 a.m. like, hi Emma, what are you doing? No, I'm not doing that. Which accent's the best, American or British? As I always say, I always answer this question with the same response: Yorkshire. Congratulations in Norwegian. Thank you. I'd also like to get more into Norwegian, because so far I just kind of joke around with it on Twitch. Congratulations, you're a good teacher. Thank you. Teach more RP pronunciation. I prefer to focus on modern receive pronunciation than RP pronunciation. Can we get a podcast with your boyfriend, Emma? I have been trying to get him to do a podcast episode with me, but he really, really doesn't. He really doesn't want to do it. Sometimes he's like, yeah, I'll do it. And then when I ask him again about it, he's like, no, I don't want to do it. And not too long ago, my boyfriend, bear in mind, my boyfriend has never been on my social media, not even a photo, right? And if he has been in a photo, I've covered his face, so no one knows what he looks like. And he even got hate. Like, my boyfriend is not on social media and he got hate. He got a hate comment. And we just laughed about it. Do you speak London language? What is London language? Are you married? Kind of. I call my boyfriend. We're not married, but we're not. It's hard to explain. It's like a thing in Spain where you can, in Spanish they call it pareja de hecho. So anyone who's from Spain, they will know what I'm talking about. but he's not brave like you. Brave or stupid, I don't know. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying. I got lost in thought, sorry. What made you learn Japanese? I wanted to learn the hardest language. I wanted to learn the hardest language for English speakers. So I was deciding between Japanese, Russian, Arabic, Mandarin Chinese, and Korean. So those 5. And then I just like whittled it down and managed to choose Japanese. And I really like it. I like it a lot. Increase the volume. I can only increase it to this much. So if you can't hear me, then the problem's on your side, my friend. Oh yeah, I was answering if I was married. Yeah. So yeah, there's this thing called pareja de hecho in Spain, where you're kind of like you're registered with the council, like you're registered with the government, and as a couple. So you're not married, but you're not single, if that makes sense. You're registered as a couple, and that's what we are. Are Christian or atheist? Neither, really. Neither. Because atheist means you don't believe in any God, right? And Christian means you believe in God. And I don't believe that one doesn't exist, and I don't believe that there is one. I just kind of think that something has to be proven for me to see if one exists or not, because no one can prove it, right? People say, yeah, but there's proof, but is there really? Like, show it to me in my face and then I'll believe you. And that's my thought process on it. What do I think about the new Prime Minister of the UK? Oh, I don't know. I don't keep up with any of the news in the UK. It's an absolute joke. It's one reason why I left the UK, because I didn't want to see my country crash and burn, essentially. Do you think Romanian is hard to learn? I think if you know another Romance language, probably it would make it a bit easier, but I don't know. Where do I live today? I live in Barcelona. A joke? You're welcome to tell me a joke, but I don't know any jokes, so I can't tell you one. You just watch your dog and you're ready for your stream. Ah, nice. I need to take Freya for a walk, actually. And it's quite warm as well. I might turn on my fan, because I've had to close the doors, like my office door and this door here, just because of the noises. A liberal or socialist? Ooh, I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't really identify with anything when it comes to politics. I really don't. It's an interesting question. Do you miss your family in London? No, because they're not in London, so I don't miss them. My mum is living in the north, and my dad is also in the north as well. So, yeah, I miss them from time to time. I miss my dad, for sure, from time to time. But when I tell him, like, oh, I miss you, he's like, oh, don't be silly. So yeah, I don't know. It's a bit weird. How do you distinguish the pronunciation between wonder and wander? Wonder and wander. Wonder. I like to wander around the park. I wonder what he's thinking. So wonder is with the little triangle symbol. One. And wander is with o, wander. I like to wander around the park. Have you learned Catalan? I'm learning step by step, each day, just a little bit. I have some books in Catalan. I don't know where they are. They're on my desk somewhere, but I'm not going to look for them. Will you give Hindi a try? Probably not. I'm going to be honest, no. I'm going to be super honest with you. The languages that I'd like to learn in the future are Korean. I'd really like to start with Korean next. And possibly Mandarin Chinese. I'm also thinking Arabic in the future, because Arabic's got some really, really interesting sounds that I would like to learn more about. And what else? Russian I'm also quite interested in, just because, again, I'm quite curious about the sounds that Russian has. Because all my students say, oh, everything is very closed. Like all the vowels are like schwas in Russian, which I think is just, like there must be more than just schwas in the language. So I'm super curious to learn more about it. Are you going to live forever in Barcelona? I don't know if it will be Barcelona, but the idea is to stay in Spain forever. That's the plan. I won't be going back to England. What's your view on Muslim and Islam? This is so weird because I get so many people asking me questions about like, what are your views on Muslims and Islam? But no other religion, not a single other religion. I don't have like people saying, what are your views on Christians and Christianity? Like never. I don't know why some people are so obsessed with people's views on Muslims. I really don't know. But my views are very neutral. Like I don't have any opinion. I don't have any view to answer the question. They're not positive or they're not negative. They're just like something that exists. Do you know what I mean? It's like Christianity. If you ask me the same, like, what are your views on Christianity? I would say, I have no views. I'm very neutral. I'm learning Korean too. I don't know why, but I found it easier than Japanese. Quite a few people have said that. Quite a few people have said that Korean is easier than Japanese. Probably because Japanese, you've got 3 alphabets in Japanese, while in Korean it's just 1 alphabet, right? So it's a little bit easier to learn. But when I found out Japanese had 3 alphabets, I was like, that is the language for me. How do you do your videos? Do you have a team? Nope, it's just me. I'm the only person that does everything. And that's why I'm so inconsistent. So yes. Many teachers who have YouTube channels, podcasts, blogs, all of this other stuff, they do streaming, social media. They have a team of people. If they have a course, they have a team of people. I have me. And only me. No one helps me. Make a video on Lewis Tomlinson's accent. One of the members of One Direction. Maybe one day, but that's very, very, very specific. I like if you just told me his name, I wouldn't know who he was. Maybe one day, but I'm gonna say probably not. I'm not probably gonna do a video on that. I'm sorry. Did you visit the Queen's funeral to pay tribute? No. I'll be honest, I was very indifferent towards the Queen dying. Like, I don't want to say I didn't care, because it was a bit sad that she died, but I wasn't going to fly back to England just to say goodbye to the Queen. So yeah. What's your plan for the future? Besides, congratulations, 300k army. Thank you so much. As I said, the plan is in 2023. Oh my god, that sounds so futuristic, doesn't it? In 2023, I'd like to do more with YouTube. I just spat on my microphone. I'd like to do more with YouTube. Ideally, I'd like to go back to posting 2 videos a week. But it's quite hard to do when you're just by yourself. So, I don't know. We'll see. Have you ever visited Argentina? I have, but only Buenos Aires, only the capital. And I loved it. It had such Barcelona vibes. Like, as I was walking around, me and my boyfriend were just like, oh, this is like Barcelona. It was so, so nice. Really loved it. About the puppy. I know this question's been asked already, but still, if I've missed any questions, please put them in the chat again, because for me the chat's going like full. For some reason my chat box also isn't working, and it should be working in the corner here, but it's not working, and I'm not sure why. Yeah. I don't know why it's not working. That's really odd. Never mind. What songs do you listen to? Share a playlist. Right now, I am listening to a lot of 80s music. So if you go to, say for example, Spotify, and you just type like 80s music, those are the playlists that I'm listening to. And also Japanese city pop. I've been listening to so much city pop, and it's so good. It just makes me feel really nostalgic, like I lived in Tokyo in the 80s. That's the vibe I get when I listen to city pop. Do you have a result in the IELTS exam? No, I've never taken the IELTS exam. I've never needed to take it. Do you like Britpop? Not so much. No. What places do you often visit? Well, right now, nowhere. I don't visit anywhere because I'm stuck in Spain because of my visa process. Hopefully that will be sorted by the end of this year. It's taking months. But it can take up to 8 months as well. It can take such a long time. So once that has been sorted, I really want to do a big trip, like a big ass trip to Japan. And then I'd also like to I'd like to go to Japan, go to different places there, and then go to Korea as well. Just Seoul for now. It would have to be a very, very quick trip because, to be honest, I would rather just focus my trip on Japan because I've been learning Japanese. So go to Japan for a bit, travel around, then go to Seoul in South Korea. Then I have a friend in Taiwan and I have a friend in Beijing. So I'd like to go to Beijing and Taiwan, but I don't know if I'd be able to do all of that. That's going to be such a big, expensive trip. I don't know whether I'll do it. We'll see. If I can at least just go to Japan, that's the main thing. Are you planning for a job? Are you planning for a job in Japan? No. And it's because you're preparing for the Japanese exam. Yeah, so I'm preparing for the Japanese language proficiency exam, so the JLPT. Some of you might be aware of it if you have been learning Japanese. And I'm just doing it to have the experience of doing a language exam because I haven't done a language exam for about 10 years. And my last language exam was my Spanish exam. Yeah. Spanish or Catalan? I think it was Spanish. I think my last exam was a Spanish exam. And I'd like to go through the process again to refresh my brain. So yeah. Your favorite Spanish accent? You know what? I really love listening to Argentinian Spanish, like Argentinian and Uruguayan Spanish. The accent sounds so soft and so nice. Like when I listen to my boyfriend talk to his Uruguayan friends and they're like messaging on WhatsApp and stuff and they send voice messages, I'm like, oh, why can't you speak with that accent? It's so nice. I really like it. Do you love cricket since you're from England? No, I don't understand cricket at all. I need your autograph, Emma. Well, if you ever see me in person, then you can have it. Did you watch Doctor Who when you were a kid? I did. Yes, I did. I used to watch it with my mum. Yeah. I forgot, but yeah, I did. Do you like Spain? I do. Yes. There are some things that I don't like. It's not a perfect country. It's not paradise. I don't think there will ever be a perfect country for anyone. But I like it. I like it. And I like how my Spanish is now. I like the level of Spanish that I have now because I can talk to people. Like if someone stops me in the street, I can stand and have a conversation with them. I can make jokes. I can understand jokes. I can understand conversations. So that's really nice. We really, really underestimate how important languages are. but I'm so happy I can communicate more in Spanish. So my experience when I lived in Spain 10 years ago is very different to how my experience is now. Like now I've got no fear going out to places and speaking Spanish. My Spanish is nowhere near perfect, but I can have conversations about pretty much any topic, so long as it's not super specific or scientific or something. And yeah, it's nice to have that freedom. It's so nice. While before I would have been very nervous, very scared. I remember like just going to the shop. I had zero Spanish, and they would say to me like, "¿Quieres una bolsa? Do you want a bag?" And I would freeze. Like I would get so nervous and so embarrassed to speak Spanish. But now I don't care. Now I'm used to it. It's fine. Did you give the JLPT online or offline? I don't know what you mean. I would be taking it in person. You can only take it in person. Like you have to go to an official test center. And there's one in Barcelona. What's your level of Spanish? I did a test not too long ago, and my level was B2. But it's like a good B2. You know, it's not like on the cusp of B1, B2. Like I can have conversations, and I would say my listening is definitely higher. Like my listening is definitely like a C1 level, but it depends on the conversations and the topics. If there's something super specific or if too much slang is being used, I just get lost. You know, I get completely lost. Do you keep it with US chat shows like Jimmy Fallon? No, I don't. I don't have a TV. So no. No. By the way, if you put a question in the chat and I haven't answered, please put it in the chat again. Because as I said, the questions are going like foo. So I'm missing them. And I'm not ignoring you, I promise. Which movie or drama is best for learning English? Whichever you're interested in. Find one that you're interested in. So find a genre that you like and that you're interested in. So, for example, maybe I really like horror films, horror series. And if you recommend Downton Abbey, which is a period drama, you know, set like 100 years ago in the past, I'm not going to like it. So you need to find something that is going to interest you. Find something that will interest you, and then you will watch it for longer. And what seasons do I like? I like autumn. I really like autumn. So now is like my favorite time of year. Even though it's still like 25 degrees in Spain. It's crazy here. What is your favorite book? My favorite book. I don't think I have a favorite book. I'll be honest. I don't think I have a favorite book. The book that I'm reading right now is called Tender is the Flesh, and it's by an Argentinian author. And it's essentially about a world where you can't eat animals because they contracted some kind of disease. So it means that all animal meat is inedible, so you can't eat it. And instead, they start to breed humans, and they raise the humans like they did with animals, and they eat the humans. And it's very interesting because I'm a vegetarian. So when I read it, it's interesting reading it through a vegetarian's eyes because I see exactly what the author is trying to do. I see exactly what she's trying to do and what she's trying to write. The way that she writes is what we are doing with the meat industry. So it's so interesting, so interesting to see that, or to read that. This light seems really bright as well. Now it seems too dark. Never mind. Can you say hello in Portuguese to Brazil? Olá, tudo bem? Best English novels. Again, choose topics that you're interested in. Find the genre that you like, and then you find a novel that you would be interested in. Pick genres that you like, okay? Because if I say to you, oh, I really like Tender is the Flesh, right, which is dystopian fiction, and you're like, I really don't like dystopian fiction, I prefer romance books about, I don't know, whatever, a girl who moves to a city and meets a man in a park and they fall in love, then my dystopian fiction book isn't going to be good for you. Find out what genre you like and then find a book of that genre. What's your second language? Probably Spanish would be my second language. But I've learned quite a few other languages as well. I think about 7 languages I've learnt in total. Well, studied. I prefer the term studied. Are any Spanish vegetarian food recommendations? Is vegetarian restaurant common in Spain? In Barcelona it's quite common because it was very like de moda. Like it was very what's the word? It was very trendy. It was like a trend. Like my brain trying to find the word in English. It was very much a trend some years ago, was like veganism and vegetarianism. And now it's becoming more of a normal thing. So there are plenty of vegetarian restaurants for sure. Vegan, it's a bit harder, but I'm not a vegan, so I don't have that worry. But yeah, and I don't really have like a dish that I can recommend. I think a lot of dishes you can make vegetarian. You could probably make vegetarian versions with them. They won't be exactly the same, but they'll be similar. What's your favorite dish? Katsu curry. Like if I were to die and you said, Emma, what would be your last meal? I would ask for katsu curry. Katsu curry any day with, for dessert, pistachio ice cream. What's your favorite pet? You know what? I would have said dog, but the other day, yesterday, we went to a friend's barbecue because it was his birthday, and they have some cats. And I had a moment with the cats, and I was just like stroking the cats, and it was so nice and calm. And I was just thinking, I really miss having cats. I really, really miss having cats. I had one when I was younger, and I would really like one in the future. The problem is that my boyfriend doesn't like cats that much. But yeah, I really like cats. I also like dogs. Like you can't compare because they're two completely different things, you know. But I do like how calm cats can be. They just come up to you for a cuddle and they're just nice and calm, while a dog comes up to you and they're just like wanting to play. But it depends on the nature of the dog, you know. Why is there no ring on your finger? You'll have to ask my boyfriend that. Have you really read every single book behind you? No. I've read pretty much all of the ones on this side. So all of these ones here, I've pretty much read. But these ones I bought quite recently. So this one, It Ends With Us. I bought this one. Apparently it was very highly recommended on TikTok. The Midnight Library. Normal People. And Before the Coffee Gets Cold. So they're like a real mix of genres. I'm more into dystopian fiction than anything else. But I thought I would give these a go and try them, because I'm open to trying different genres to see what they're like. Then if I don't like it, then I don't like it. What's that? What is your profession? Have a guess. What do you think my profession is? Just have a guess. Does Spain have many bookstores? It does, but they are so expensive. So expensive compared to England. In England, an expensive book would be, say, £12. So like, I don't know. I'm trying to convert that, like £13.50, something like that. But here, the books start at 15. You know, the books are so expensive here. I don't know why. Even on Amazon, they're so expensive. Well, on English Amazon, they're so cheap. I don't get it. You can literally buy books for like a few pounds in England. And here they're so expensive. So for me, it's like a real treat to get a book. And I love the smell of them as well. Like this one. Like to smell them. You should make an online English learning course for us. I already have one. I have an online pronunciation course. You can go and check it out. I think the link's in the description. You can go and check it out. How do you do your videos? Do you have a team? I've already answered that. So if you're repeating the question, then it means you're not listening to the live stream properly. Oh, have you read The Midnight Library? Did you like it, Olga? Because so many people have recommended it. And I was reading the reviews and they were quite mixed. So I was like, I'm just going to have to get it and see. How do you pronounce either? Is it either or either? Both are fine. Yeah, the pages are delicious to smell. Delicious, I love that word. She's a teacher, I think. You think I'm a teacher? Okay. How old are you? We talked about this. We answered this one. People in the chat can tell you. I'm gonna post, please use me like. Ay, dear me. You guys are so funny. Which country would you like to visit? Right now, Japan. Japan is like #1 on my lists. Absolute #1 on my lists is Japan. I'm going to turn this down a bit. That seems like too dark though. Tell you what, let's move my light the other way. Let's try this. I'm going to move my light like this. And then I'm going to turn it up. That's better. It's a bit more diffused. It's a nice word, diffused. Boat and bought. Can you give me a tip? Yes, I have a video about those sounds. Go and watch it. That's my tip. Yes, I'm 18. Exactly. People in the chat say my age. 45. It makes me wonder what a 45-year-old looks like in your country. Because if 45-year-olds look like me in your country, I'm moving there. Because I want to look like this at 45. Oh, I'm 30. What languages do you speak? I always find this question so hard to answer. Because for me to speak a language means to have some level of fluency, right? I speak English. That's my native language. And I was monolingual, so I only spoke English until the age of about 19, maybe 20. 20, I think. I was 20. Didn't speak another language until I was 20. And then I started learning Spanish. And I went to Spain for a year to study. And then I started learning Catalan. Oh, I missed the language. Sorry. When I was in my first year of university, I was learning Spanish, but also learning British Sign Language. So with the signs, with your hands, I was learning that. And also Spanish is an extracurricular module. So like an extra thing. Ah, yes. I think your profession is singing. Can you sing for us because there's a party? No! So many people ask me to sing. If you... I was gonna say, if you pay me to sing, I will sing. But then I thought, actually, no, you guys would probably pay me to sing. You would all get your money together and put it together to make me sing. But anyway, yeah. So I learned Spanish, then I learned Catalan. So there was English, British Sign Language, Spanish, Catalan. And then later, when I finished university, I started working for a French company, teaching English via telephone. Can you imagine? And I started to learn some French. I've forgotten pretty much all of it, I'll be honest. Then I started learning German. And then I started learning Portuguese. And then I went to Portugal to do a course there. I went to Brazil. And it's a good thing I learned Portuguese because no one speaks English in Brazil. And And then I started with Japanese. I wanted a really hard language, so I started with Japanese. And I think the next language I'll learn is Korean. Because why not? Hope you reach 1 million soon. Hopefully. Are you a YouTuber? Yeah, but it's not my only thing. And I also struggle to tell people that I'm a YouTuber, if that makes sense. Like when people say to me, what do you do? Like, oh, what's your job? And I'll say, oh, I'm an English teacher. And I just say I'm an English teacher and that's it. But then, I don't know, one of my friends or one of my boyfriend's friends will be like, no, but Emma, you also have a YouTube channel and you're on Instagram and you have a course and blah, 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 and you're famous. And I'm like, no. I want to keep that on the down low. Because then once you tell people you have a YouTube channel, they're like, what's your YouTube channel? And then they open up their phone, and open up their app on their phone and they try to follow you. And I'm like, no, I don't want you to follow me. It's really weird. All the best. Thank you very much. Please do some Yorkshire accent here live. I already have. I did some Yorkshire at the beginning. People missed the beginning. You need to go back. You need to go back and listen. Which city do you live in? Barcelona. I'm going to search a university in your city to admit it just to visit you. Well, don't, because I may end up leaving Barcelona in the next few years. What kind of books do you like? Dystopian fiction, I really enjoy. Which university did you go to? So for my bachelor's degree, I went to York St John University, and for my master's degree, I went to Bristol University. One of the top 50 universities in the world is Bristol, and it was the worst university experience I've ever had in my life. Yeah, not a fan of Bristol. Where your desire to be a teacher, or where did your desire to be a teacher come from? Is your mum a teacher too? No. No. My desire to become a teacher was purely accidental. It was out of my own laziness that I became a teacher. So when I went to Spain in my second year of my degree, there was let me try and think. So I had to pick some classes. I had to pick the modules that I wanted to do. And one of the options was to be a language assistant in a Catalan secondary school. Okay. And I said to them, oh, do I have to do any exams or coursework or essays or anything if I take this module? And they were like, oh, yeah, no, you don't have to do that. No, you just go to the lessons and that's it. And I was like, great, sign me up. Like, I don't want to do exams. And I ended up loving it. I loved it so much. And then the next semester, I chose to do more hours. So I think it was something like 20 credits in the first semester. And then the second semester, I chose 30 credits. So I chose, more hours. And I really enjoyed it. I loved it a lot. So that's how I started teaching. But also, when I was 16, I was a reading mentor. So I had to go through some training, and I helped children who had dyslexia with their reading. That was it. So I was a reading mentor when I was 16. And then when I went to university and I saw that I could be a language assistant, I thought, this is really cool. But yeah. What's your favorite song? I have a few songs that I really like. You guys are going to judge me so hard. Some of my favorite songs. So this song, I can't play it on stream. I've just seen the last playlist I was listening to on Spotify. Do you guys want to see the last song that I was listening to on Spotify? This is the playlist, right? This is the playlist. This is what I was listening to last. I feel so exposed. I was listening to The Sims. The Sims 1. I was listening to the Sims 1 playlist. Anyway. I've just gone into my history. My history on Spotify is the Ocarina of Time collection, which is the Zelda playlist, like the video game Zelda. And then the one before it is Animal Crossing. And then the one before is Zelda and Chill. Oh, that's so funny. So yeah, this is my recent search list on Spotify. So I've got the Ocarina of Time, I've got Animal Crossing, I've got Zelda and Chill, I've got an 80s hits playlist. I recommend this playlist, I like it a lot. I've got Crystal Castles, which is the only band there. And then I've got The Sims. And then I've got Zelda again and Zelda again. And then I've got Tron. Oh, that's so funny. And then I've got Young Blood by 5 Seconds of Summer. Oh my goodness. And then I've just got Japanese music. Oh, that's so funny. It's just Zelda and Sims. That's the funniest. But anyway, some of my favorite songs. Let's go back to the topic. So I really like oh, I can't play it. Let me turn down my music because I don't want to get a copyright strike. I really enjoy this song. So this is by an artist called Mr. Kitty. Okay. He has been outed as being a sexual predator recently, so I'm a bit about listening to him. But I like to separate the art from the artist, okay? So yeah, Mr. Kitty After Dark. I really, really like that song. So that's one of my favorites. And what else? There's Crystal Castles as well. What's the name of the song? It's one of my favorite songs. Not in Love by Crystal Castle. Crystal Castle. Crystal Castles. The radio version. This one. I really like this one. But other favorite songs, I would say Mr. Kitty is my favorite. It's my favorite one. And if you listen to it, it's probably not the sort of vibe that you imagine me listening to. Any horror experience you experience in your life? Ooh, ghosts. Lots of ghosts. You know what? I have a new ghost story, guys. I have a new ghost story. I need to tell you about it, but not now. I'm going to tell you about it during the Twitch stream. If any of you don't know, I also stream on Twitch. Let me see. Do I have time to stream tomorrow? Oh, depends if I get this video done. I think I might move my Twitch stream because usually it's on Wednesday afternoon. I think I'm going to move it to Thursday afternoon. Okay? So usually I stream at 4 p.m. Spanish time on Wednesdays, but I'm going to put it on Thursday. Let me add that now. My Twitch stream. And I'll tell you about the story then. Emma quickly joined the party to give you congrats on 300k. Oh, thank you! And thank you for the super chat donation as well. And Rising, you're sweet and patient. Thank you for all your help. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I always forget that super chat exists. So thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. I really do. Okay, I've got 5 minutes and then I need to and then I need to go because I need to eat something. I've not eaten since lunchtime. And I think we're also going to go climbing. I need to do some exercise. I've not done any exercise in like a week and I feel really lazy. I look forward to your videos. Thank you. There'll be a big video coming out this Friday. 50 British idioms. I want to learn British science too. Can you recommend a uni in England for science? I'm not sure. Can you guys hear Freya? Should I get Freya before I end the stream and I show you guys to Freya? I show Freya to you guys. Let me get that the right way. I show Freya to you guys. Do more YouTube lives. I would love to. I really, really would love to. That'll be the plan. The plan for 2023. More live streams. Because they're fun. I like doing live streams. I'm also preparing to become a teacher, although my major is engineering. What recommendations would you give me? I follow all of your videos because I love your British accent. Thank you. Do you mean that you want to be a teacher of engineering? Because if so, then you would need to have a look at the process in your country for that. If instead you don't want to do engineering anymore and you want to do English teaching, then have a look at a TEFL course, T-E-F-L, a TEFL course. Or, if you've got a bit more money, have a look at a CELTA course, which is by Cambridge University. Okay, so it's accredited by Cambridge University. CELTA, C-E-L-T-A. CELTA, Certificate in English Language Teaching to Adults. That's what I did. I was very lucky. I managed to get a grant by the British Council. I was selected as one of like 10 people in the UK to get this grant. And I got like the course, I got like 50% off the course. So instead of paying like £1,200, I paid £600. So yes, I managed to get that from the British Council. But I think I was the last year to get that. And then I think they stopped it. I'm not sure. What time is it? 2 minutes until the end of the stream. Nearly finished today's stream. You dig Dire Straits. I'll forgive your playlist if you do. I don't know. I don't know if I know them. I'm not gonna respond to that one. I don't know. How can I memorize more vocabulary? I forget it. Practice using it. And don't try and remember so much vocabulary at once. Your brain cannot do that. Try and limit it. And just practice writing it in sentences. Practice using it. I like to use mnemonics. So, for example, if there's a word that I learn in Spanish, for example, I try to associate that with a sound or a story or an image, and that helps me remember it. So mnemonics is a really, really good way to remember. When I was learning Japanese and I was learning to write the alphabets, because there's more than one, so hiragana is one of the alphabets. And when I was learning hiragana, I used mnemonics. So to learn the alphabet, I would make them into pictures, and then it would help me remember. So, for example, like the sound nu, it kind of looks, in my mind, like a bowl of noodles. And noodles is nu, is the same sound. So it helped me remember. So try and do that. That helps a lot. Make a podcast about the new horror story, please, or I'll miss it. Yeah, sure, I will. I will, don't worry. Anyway, guys, it is pretty much time to finish. Any final questions? Before I finish today, I'm going to end the stream in literally 30 seconds. Can you make posh English videos? I don't know if I'm the best person for that. I feel I'm the least posh person. Do you watch Japanese cartoons? You mean like anime? Not so much. Not so much recently. In the past I did, but not so much recently. We don't have a TV, so it's really annoying trying to watch them like on my computer or on my phone or something. It's a bit annoying. When you come to Argentina, or when you came to Argentina, did you learn or hear some Argentinian words or slang? Yeah. Loads of Uruguayan slang when we were in Uruguay, and loads of Argentinian slang when we were in Argentina. So yes. In what country of Europe would you like to go to except Spain? I don't know. I really want to go to Norway. I really, really want to go to Norway. I really want to see the Northern Lights. That's something on my bucket list. Final question. When are you going to be live on Twitch? That's going to be my final question. The next time that I'm going to be live on Twitch will be this Thursday. This Thursday at 4 p.m. Spanish time. Yes. This Thursday at 4 p.m. Spanish time. That's when I will be live. I would do it tomorrow, but I really, really need to get this video edited and finished and sent tomorrow. And I think I need some more time. Anyway, thank you everyone for joining today. The next time I'll do a live stream on here, I'm not sure. I'll let you guys know. I'll update you. Enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you so much for being here and celebrating with me. It's been really nice. Thank you for following. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for being here. I really, really appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm gonna go get some food now and go climbing. Wish me luck. I've got no energy. And I will see you all later, okay? Bye bye, guys. Thank you for joining. Bye bye.